In the years since I stopped watching television, I've never forgotten the Teletubbies. Something that hanged with me, a foreboding, something that the digitally enhanced colors, the children like music, and fluffy impish dancing that couldn't wipe away. Something darker than most expected. What was it that resonated so deep in the core of me about Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe? I woke up one night in a sweat. The revelation came to me and it shook me to my marrow. It's so much more complex than any child can grasp. So thick is the subtext that can be misinterpreted or missed completely by adults that are watching. Maybe. Maybe those that feared the agenda only had it partly right. It's not a liberal agenda, it's simply a warning. Teletubbies is a dark Orwellian nightmare about genetic engineered slave class creatures being systematically trained to become part of our society. In order for you to see what I mean, you need to TiVo or tape an episode, or watch an episode on YouTube. Just check the listings of your local PBS station. Just watch one, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Then perhaps the words that follow and the evidence I provide will resonate within you as they do in me. While no backstory has ever been provided on the show about where the Tubbies are or where they even came from, one thing is clear. They are not in control of their own destiny. Three things control their day-to-day lives. First, there is the voice. A tiny voice that tells them when to sleep, when to eat, and when to say goodbye. The robotic maternal voice blasts from a speaker implanted in the ground, hinting that something larger lies underneath and is constantly vigilant. The second is Nunu, a harmless-looking anthropomorphic vacuum cleaner robot, who wanders after them, cleaning up their messes that they made and passively scolding them for bad decisions. The Nunu is the watchdog, the controlling tool of the powers that have placed the Tubbies here. The third in the triumvirate is the iconic windmill, or pinwheel in this case. The windmill, or aka pinwheel, is the true power in Teletubby land, a mystical godhead that the simple-minded Teletubbies worship. When the windmill spins, the Teletubbies stop whatever they're doing and run to the top of the hill. Here they perform a ritual for the gods in the sky, trying to curry favor. They just stay and roll over like puppies having their bellies rubbed, trying to win the ultimate prize, and only one is favored. Only one can be chosen. When that one is chosen, they are blessed by having the genetically implanted bioelectric television screen on their abdomen activated. The Teletubbies reward not only by being the messenger to the other Teletubbies, a mouthpiece if you will, but also apparently by a physical surge of joy at the activation of the screen. And what's the screen show? It shows an indoctrination film. Here's the world of man and one of its customs. Learn for you will soon join us, live among us, and serve us. A message from the windmill god. I call it Revnogu, just because it sounds cool. When the ritual of the indoctrination is done, the Teletubbies return to their day, childlike and innocent. Finally watching all of it is the sun. A benevolent soul of innocence of humankind hangs over it, illuminating the land. You see, we are guiltless in this. We have chosen this for ourselves in the form of a child, an infant. What could be more guilt-free and benevolent than the cooing baby? It is a form that the childlike Tubbies will understand and not fear. A form used to hide the watchful, totalitarian eyes that peer out from the darkness. The powers that control Tubbyland have made it beautiful, green and colorful, temperature controlled. I'm not determined yet if it's an island or another planet. I lean towards planet because their underground bunker they live in seems to resemble some sort of buried spacecraft. Wherever they are cut off from outside influence. Anyone who has ever watched The Prisoner can make connection quickly. Like the Eli from the Time Machine, they are kept simple, stupid, sated, and enslaved in a place of vibrant beauty. Lambs to the slaughter. The better to devour you with, my dear. I beg you to watch and decide for yourself. It's all there on the screen, and finally for me, all the pieces fit. Children enjoy it as they should, for the colors and the nonsense. For adults, it should be a chilling warning of times to come in the future. It is a mortality tale about the potential dangers of cloning and genetic manipulation abuse by those who think themselves benevolent. The Teletubbies are alluring us to a future where genetically crafted autonomous worker beings with entertainment centers built into them will serve us. Slaves who will stumble and babble their way through our world, pleasing us, for we are Revnoku. We are the soulless and moral god of their world. We demand their obedience. We demand that they perform and dance and work for us. Teletubbies is simply a warning about the approaching darkness, the decay of the human spirit as it ages, fat, blood, and destroying not only the natural world, but the world in future, possibly. Teletubbies is about the end of the world.